When you're making a presentation, there's three things, well, there's lots of things to avoid, but there's three things specifically that I think are very important to steer clear of. The first of these is jargon. You might know what you mean when you say that the ROI of the MPG is the HRMC, is whatever, but that doesn't mean that your audience does. Even if they're your colleagues or they're in the same industry as you, in order to make sense of what you're saying, if your language is full of jargon, they have to do some sort of translation in their heads. And while they're translating, they're not listening to you. So if you can break it down into simple, plain English and leave the business speak aside, it makes for a better presentation. The second thing is cliché. If you need to run something up the flagpole and see who salutes it, if you need at the end of the day to decide that, whatever, all of those clichés, all of those things that you hear time and time again, like that, time and time again, leave them out. If you can, skip them. One cliché here or there, if it's appropriate, maybe. But if you fill your language with clichés, people are going to be driven nuts. They're going to end up counting how many times you use clichés. It's going to be cliché bingo out there, and you don't want to do that. And the third thing is fillers. We all use fillers. We all, when we're thinking, say things like, kinda, sort of, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. All of those are fillers. And what happens when you fill your gaps is people actually start counting how many times you say like, kinda, sorta. And then they're not listening to you again. So in terms of fillers, silence is golden. Just say the word to yourself, leave it alone. So just to reiterate, three things to avoid: jargon, cliché, fillers. There's lots more to avoid, but if you can get those three things, iron those three things out of your presentations, they're going to go much more smoothly, you're going to have a much happier audience, and you're going to have a much better result. Good luck.